What up, everybody? Got the original Lone Wolf coming at y'all real quick. Just wanted to touch down and say much love to my subscribers. And I wanted to touch on something real quick that I thought was very funny. And that's this new Pope. Oh my God. People, brute force will never be as strong as deception. This is the reason for why social media is the way it is. 98% of the shit on social media is deception. Whether if it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. It's all deception. So here it is, we got the new Pope. And y'all know I had to chime in. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all should have known I was going to chime in on this one. Even if it's only going to be for a minute. Because I ain't going to be on here long. It's just going to be for a minute. But I had to chime in. They say this motherfucker is from South Holland, Illinois. All right? Well, you know, they're using the word Chicago loosely because once you leave Illinois, don't nobody know what the fuck South Holland is, right? Only people that's from in and around the Chicagoland area know South Holland, Illinois, right? So I had a meeting at my job the other day, right? Because I had just found out about this. And like the VP of operations, we were talking and shit, and he brought it up. And he goes, yeah, you know, we just got us a new Pope, and he's a Cubs fan. And I'm like, wow, really? Where the hell is he from? I didn't know that they cared about the Cubs, where he from. And he was like, he's from Illinois. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's from South Holland. The next thing out of my mouth, and this is no joke, I say, is he melanated? And he was like, nah. I say, wait a minute. The new Pope comes out of South Holland, Illinois, and you're telling me he's not melanated? Then he goes into, he's from South Holland, but then he moved somewhere and he lived here and there, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, okay. And we just kind of left it alone. Quite naturally, the VP of operations is a pale skin. Quite naturally. And we just kind of left it alone. We just left it at that. You know what I'm saying? And I walked away and I'm like, the fuck? Then I heard some more chatter about it on YouTube. And, you know, because I don't really pay this shit no attention. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all know how I am when it come down to this whole thing. When I did the video about the last Pope kissing niggas' feet and shit. So, you know, I don't follow this. But when they brought it to my attention, you know, I started looking into it and I'm like, you know, oh, now the story is he done lived here, there, and everywhere, right? So you really don't know who this guy is, to tell you the truth. One thing I can tell you for a fact is that this motherfucker is not from South Holland. That I can tell you for a fact. He's not from South Holland. He's not from South Holland, Illinois. Hence, the brute force will never be as strong as deception. First off, South Holland is a small, I don't even think South Holland is a suburb. I think it's like a fucking village. Right? It's one of our suburban Chicago joints. You know, like suburb/village or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's majority indigenous people. And this is the story y'all cook up? And it's going to show you that motherfuckers are slow. Because people in and around Chicago area should be looking like, what? This nigga from where? That's like saying he was from Harvey. Or some old shit. Ain't that where Dwayne Wade grew up at? Ain't that where they say Dwayne Wade, the basketball player, grew up? Ain't that South Holland? Or Midlothian or some shit like that, where they say he grew up. He was born in Chicago, but his mother moved him out to South Holland or something when he was real young. Somebody clap back in the comments, man, and let me know. Ain't that where D Wade from? D Wade grew up in the suburb of South Holland, right? Because we know what's name is from Chicago. God, what's that motherfucker's name? Oh, man, I can't think of his name because he went to Simeon. Derrick Rose. Now, we know Derrick Rose is from the city of Chicago. We know that. Derrick Rose with the Simeon, right? A high school on the south side. Right there on 82nd and Vincennes, if I'm not mistaken. We know D Rose is from the city because his brothers and shit used to gangbang over there off of, they sell dope and shit over there off of like 87th Street. And like Ashland, Halsted and shit, right? But if I'm not mistaken, Dwayne Wade his mama's supposed to move him to South Holland when he was a little boy. Ain't nothing but niggas in South. Look, I think I made my point, man. So I'm gonna close this by saying this. Much love to my subscribers. I got a lot of shit that I'm working on. I'm still here, but I'm also fulfilling my promises. Like how I told y'all, I work on shit outside of work. And I also expressed to y'all I wasn't gonna be on here making no 4-5 videos a day, 15, 20, 30 fucking videos a week and shit. I told y'all I wasn't gonna be on here doing that. I can't do it. I don't understand how people that do it, I don't understand how they do it. I don't get all off in other people's business and shit, but I don't understand how the fuck people do it. I just don't have the time. Nor do I have the patience. Because of what I know social media to be, which is a big ass fucking racket. It's a big ass racket on TV. Now you can watch YouTube videos and shit on your own TV. Okay? Which is what I have been telling y'all all along. That YouTube and all that shit is the new Tell Live Vision. Alright, so now with that being said, man, much respect to everybody. I'm still out here. I still love y'all. I'm just busy as hell. I got shit going on in my own personal life. You know, that goals I'm trying to accomplish as well as working and all this other stuff. So with that being said, I love y'all, man. I'm still out here. But I just wanted to touch bases on that. The new Pope from South Holland, Illinois. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm out.